Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we'll show you how to replace the transmission oil pan on this 2004 Chrysler Sebring. It's a similar process on most of the Dodge and Chrysler vehicles with the 4-speed automatics.
You'll need a new transmission pan from 1AAuto.com and jack and jack stands. You could do this without jacking the car up, but it probably makes it a little easier to get it up in the air some, and then various other tools as you can see below.
Your transmission oil pan is actually right here. And you can see that to get to it, we're going to have to first remove this panel right here. So you're just going to want to pull out these clips that line it, and you can see our vehicle's missing quite a few of them. And there's some up in the wheel well for it too. We'll show you how to do the first one, and you just want to pull out the center, pull it out, and then you can just pull the rest of the clip out. And we'll fast forward as Don goes around and does that to the rest of them. As you can see, lining the transmission oil pan, there's 14 bolts, and for right now you just want to remove the 7 closest to the back of the vehicle. We'll fast forward here as Don removes those bolts. Now this is what it should look like, and you should still have these 7 bolts in your oil pan. And now what you're going to want to do is just loosen each of them. Once you've done this, place a drip pan underneath this pan. With those bolts loosened, you just want to pry down the back end and drain some of that transmission fluid. And then when it starts to slow down, you can loosen the bolts a little more and do it again. And then when it seems like it's getting empty, you want to just remove all but 2 of these bolts. Now you want to just pry this pan down. And then once you get it separated, you can then remove those last 2 bolts. And the pan pulls right off. Now you can remove your transmission fluid filter. Just pulls right off. And then in your old pan, you'll see there's a magnet. You want to take that out and just clean it up with a rag. Here's the new part from 1A Auto. The only difference is that it has a drain plug, which will make it easier to service in the future when you want to drain the fluid. But they'll mount exactly the same, and you want to just take the magnet and put it into your new pan.
Clean the gasket surface of your transmission. Just be careful not to put any big scratches or gouges. It is aluminum, so you have to be careful.
You can put your transmission filter back up. Now right here, we're just using RTV to make a gasket, and you just want to trace this whole thing, go around each screw hole, and then this is going to make a good gasket. Again, just go around this and clean it up. That way this will stick properly and the gasket will seat properly. put your new transmission oil pan back up into place. And then you're just going to want to replace all 14 of those bolts.
And usually with the RTV, what it has you do is just tighten the bolts until they seat to kind of squeeze the RTV a little bit, and then torque them up after waiting a period of time. And these bolts you want to torque between 12 and 14 foot-pounds.
Now you can put this panel back into place, and you just want to replace those clips. And we'll show you with the first one. You just push it in with the center still popped out, and then you just push that center in to lock it. And we'll fast forward as Don does the rest of these. To replace the transmission fluid, you just want to pull out your transmission fluid dipstick, put a funnel in there, and replace the transmission fluid. We do about 3.5 quarts. It could vary based on your vehicle.
And then just follow your vehicle's recommended procedure to check the transmission fluid, which is generally have the engine running and warm in park. Pull the dipstick, make sure the fluid's up to the right level, and add if you need to. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.